the ICC prosecutor stepped down and the reasoning behind it. So again, this is the beginning. This is where it all started, and of course, and this is probably it had something to do with I wouldn't even say probably, but this is the reason why the United States decided to even suspend his emails, the funds, everything. He has no access to all of that, so he has stepped aside amidst other allegations of sexual misconduct. But that could be something else, right? But the ICC prosecutor, what does it mean for us in Africa? This is the fundamental question, that I want to engage on. I want to talk to you guys about, because again, I'm telling you, African people, Africans, we have to step our game up. We have to step up our game, because all the institutions that we are relying on to take care of us, the powers that be, we are on our own, guys. We're on our own. So I want to be very precise with this presentation, because again, it's very sad for the disadvantaged people across Africa. That we know our judiciary systems are not working anymore. We've seen the ICC. We've written personal letters, to the ICC, especially from Sierra Leone, asking for investigations and prosecutions of the current illegal president of Sierra Leone and all the people, his ministers, cabinets, everyone responsible for the killing of protesters, killing of opposition voices, just to bring dissent and silence everybody else not to say anything. So this is why this is very crucial, and this is why we're talking about these things. And so when I saw today that Mr. Karim Khan has stepped aside, it really shocked me. I'm very scared. I'm very worried. I mean, does it mean the end of the ICC? I don't think so. The ICC is going to keep doing its work. But we've been advocating, we've been calling, especially for Sierra Leone. We saw the Makeni massacre, Padebaro prison massacres, all of these massacres, right? But today the ICC prosecutor stepped aside, and it's very sad. It doesn't mean we've lost all hope, because I believe the ICC is going to continue to do its work, even though the prosecutor has stepped aside, Mr. Karim Khan. We haven't heard a statement from the ICC on this matter yet, because I'm checking the Twitter page, just to be sure. And as you can see here on the Twitter page, there's nothing yet on that, so I'm not going to hold that anything, to that yet. We're listening. We'll see. They'll give us updates, but I'm sure the ICC continues to do its job. But let me give you guys a brief history to how this all came to where it is today, okay? So for you to see this and understand, because this was the first publication. Actually, I saw this yesterday, okay? This is the one that came out yesterday. Trump sanctions on ICC prosecutor have halted tribunal's work. So this publication was from yesterday, all right? And when I saw this yesterday, I was going to talk about it, but I decided not to talk about it. So let's see what the publication says. The Hague's Netherlands AP, the International Criminal Court's chief prosecutor has lost access to his email, and his bank accounts have been frozen. The Hague-based court's American staffers have been told that if they travel to the US, they risk arrest. All right? So I saw this yesterday. Some non-governmental organizations have stopped working with the ICC, and the leaders of one won't even reply to emails from court officials. This is how much disrespect the court is facing right now. Those are just some of the hurdles facing court staff since US President Donald Trump in February slapped sanctions on its chief prosecutor, Karim Khan, according to interviews with current and former ICC officials, international lawyers, and human rights advocates. So this is what is happening to the prosecutor right now. He does not even have access to his emails, and bank accounts have been frozen. So when I saw this yesterday, and then, come today, I saw this publication now from, the AP again. I was like, okay, it's a good thing that I did not even talk about this yesterday. It's good that I'm talking about it now, So that is what I want to do, and that is what I want to talk about, guys, because this is very sad for us across, the continent of Africa, particularly so. We don't have judiciary working. I mean, when you take countries like Sierra Leone, now with Tanzania, Burundi, Uganda, all of these, the judiciary is only working for the state. meaning the state, not the people of the countries anymore, but working for the corrupt regimes that appointed them to these courts. That is what is actually happening across Africa. So when I saw this, I felt very disappointed. So I want to talk to you guys about this. So I saw this today. ICC Prosecutor Karim Khan steps aside pending outcome of sexual misconduct investigation. But then this leads me to believe that these sexual misconduct allegations and stuff could be trumped up against this man. Why? Because 11 months ago, he actually announced that he is calling for the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu and his defense minister for what has been happening between Israel and Palestine. And also actually called for the arrest of the Hamas leader at the time. I think one of them is dead now. I don't know what's going on with the others. But it called for, an indictment, for both Israel and that of the Hamas. But both the United States, president at the time, President Joe Biden prosecuted the ICC prosecutor for taking such an action. And Donald Trump went a little bit further than Joe Biden, to sanction the prosecutor. So like I showed you from yesterday's publication by AP, it showed clearly that, this is what was going on. So when I saw this today, I wasn't really surprised. Again, this is the article from yesterday, right? This article came yesterday, and it says Trump sanctions on ICC prosecutor have halted tribunal's work. If the man does not have access to his accounts, he does not have access to his emails, then what is the point of him working, right? So when I saw this article today, it gave me clarity for me to see exactly why Mr. Karim Khan steps aside. So he decided to step aside, and again, I feel it's very sad because the court has been doing a phenomenal work. If we look through again, the page here, let me put it on a bigger screen for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But we see here what the courts is doing, the fantastic work they're doing. The statement, of ICC prosecutor Karim Khan to the United Nations. Actually, this was 9 hours ago, Security Council. And if we look here, Republic of Korea mission to UN, the court's efforts to deliver justice must not be hindered under any circumstances. This is the ICC, reposting, what is happening in South Korea. Slovenia, the ICC posted this. France, Libya International Criminal Court, So they've been doing some work, especially like in, Uganda, all of these. Libya accepts ICC jurisdiction under alleged crimes. So the ICC has been doing a fantastic work, everybody, And so this is very sad for people like myself that have been following the courts. You all know that I've been calling, we've been calling fervently for the arrest and prosecution of Julius Matabio, but that has not happened up until this point. We don't know why, but it is what it is, and we'll continue to, advocate. But this is the reality of what is actually happening. So the court, has been doing its job. It's unfortunate because for me, I'm very sad that the ICC prosecutor, before he stepped aside like this, he had not, even though Sierra Leoneans, we've pleaded, we've written countless letters, to the ICC. We have proofs to show, we've gotten responses of the ICC receiving, the letters that we wrote way back then, and unfortunately, no action was taken. But we have hope that we've not given up, and we know that at least at some point, the ICC would, do right by the people of Sierra Leone. So again, this is one of the responses we got from the ICC, as you can see here. This was March 9th, 2021, when we wrote, we got a response back from the ICC, and it's stated here, as you can see, the Office of the Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court acknowledges receipt of your document letters. This communication has been duly entered in the communications register of the office. We will give consideration to this communication as appropriate in accordance with the provisions of the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. Please note, this acknowledgement letter does not mean an investigation has been opened, nor that an investigation will be opened by the Office of the Prosecutor. As soon as a decision is reached, we will inform you in writing and provide you with reasons for this decision. The only thing I can tell you, I cannot guarantee, and I don't know why the ICC has not opened up, or at least opened up an investigation. I believe they have a file on Marabio. He has met with Marabio a couple of occasions, so I believe there is a case, but I don't know why he has not indicted Julius Marabio and his cronies for the killings, the massacre, the crimes of aggression. I don't know why it did not announce an indictment, but I can tell you this: we have a lady called Maria Samba, Maria Miata Maria Samba. Actually, she's one of the judges in the court of ICC. She's there. I think she's going to be there for almost 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. She'll probably be there for another till 2033 or something like that. But Miata Maria Samba is actually at the ICC, and she is one of the, folks, that in there. So I don't know if she has anything to hinder the fact that Sierra Leone has not been able to announce an investigation. But as you can see, guys, this is the prosecutor meeting with Marabio at the, Sierra Leone's embassy sometime last year. This meeting, and I take this picture, I don't take this photo lightly. If you look at this photo, you can see how tense the environment is. You can really see that the prosecutor gave Marabio a letter. This letter, I believe, from the look of this room, you see how tensed everybody was? This letter tells me purely, and when the ICC prosecutor is moving around with the registrar, this gentleman back there is the registrar. When he's moving around with him, it is possible that he's pending an indictment, to charge an indictment. So again, look at, Marabio's face. Look at him here as he's reading this letter from the prosecutor. This is not a beautiful letter. This is not a beautiful letter. At the same time, look at Kande Yumkela. Look at these people. I don't know who the other guy is, but look at Kande Yumkela's face. You can see that this was not a beautiful moment. So I know there is something cooking in the waters for Sierra Leone. And that is why when I saw, this today, these publications of the ICC prosecutor stepping aside, I'm really, I'm not downtrodden, but I'm disappointed. I feel very bad, because Mr. Karim Khan is a good man. He's been doing, the good work for, representing a lot of Africans that are underserved, and the ICC is very important to Africa because it is the only recourse that the people of Africa have, especially like in Sierra Leone, for us to get the justice that we deserve. Because today, the judiciary, the courts are all staffed with tribalism, all one tribe dominance. When you look at all the judges within the Supreme Court in Sierra Leone, these people are all, just tribalists, nepotists. They are there only for one agenda, and that is to serve the illegal government of the day, Julius Marabio. They're not there to serve the people, I've been following the special court. I'm looking at their pages every now and again. Look at this. Apart from reparations, FPV offers assistance to victims in countries where ICC investigates, medical treatment, psychological rehabilitation. Let me put this on a bigger screen for you guys so you guys can see this. This is the kind of work: education, livelihood support, all of this. So I take the work of the courts very seriously, guys. And seeing this news today really saddens me. I must tell you that, But I'm not downtrodden because I believe that the court at some point is going to rise and do what it's supposed to do to protect the people of Africa. And Sierra Leone is not an exception to this, right?